Hey fam, welcome back to our channel, your channel. I'm so excited for this video because it's actually going to kick off a series of other videos to follow this, okay? So I wanted to share with you this DIY, okay, that I came up with because I was inspired by some chargers that I saw. First of all, at Pier 1, I've seen some at Pier 1. I've been browsing on the daggone Z Gallery website because she don't do no shopping on the Z Gallery website. But shout out to you, my friend in Baltimore, Judy, who always send me something from Z Gallery. So that scratches my itch for Z Gallery. Anywho, I was looking for these chargers because the holidays is coming up. And I'm not doing like decor. You know, I'm not buying a whole bunch of decor. Like my house is filled with decor, all that jazz. So I'm just kind of more so incorporating things, and I'm doing a lot of entertaining, so my Tablescape game has to really be stepped up a notch. So I'm looking at these chargers and I'm thinking, seriously, chargers that are like $30, $40 for one charger, and I need 6 chargers at least, like seriously? So I decided to DIY my own charger. So let me show you the chargers that I DIY'd. I'm going to show you how I DIY'd them, but I want to show you the actual Tablescape first that I put together so you can kind of get a real true feel for these chargers. You know what I'm saying? I got to be real animated. Y'all know how I do. So I'm going to show you the Tablescape first. I'm going to show you the chargers, and then I'm going to show you how I DIY'd them. And then on top of that, because this whole video is dedicated to my bling and bling again sisters. Okay, this y'all video. Those of you that are just bling over the top, don't show me nothing else, Sharon, but everything bling. This is for you. However, I do have other sisters and brothers on here that like other stuff other than bling. So after this one, I'm going to show you how I DIY. I don't know, it's probably like 3 or 4 more different kind, I don't know, and I'm gonna do a whole Tablescape showing you those as well. So let's get started with the Tablescape. I'm so excited. Wait till y'all look at these. Y'all gonna be thinking, Sharon, like for real though, girl, for real. Okay, let's look at them. Okay fam, so here is the overall look of this glammed out Tablescape. I tried to pull everything that I possibly could that was in the glam life here in my home for this particular Tablescape. But the star of the show are these chargers right here. Let me just bring you real close so you can look at the charger. Like, look at the charger. Okay, let's look over there at that charger. Look at the charger. Okay, I know. Bling for days, doing the most. Okay, I know it. So I have to show you the entire Tablescape so that you can get a feel for this, okay? Listen, these were so easy to make, so inexpensive to make. I am over the moon and back about these freaking chargers and how many options and different directions you can go with these chargers, okay? Look at that. You know, if you purchase that at Z Gallery or any other place, Pier 1, anywhere, you are not going to get this charger, Home Goods, anywhere for the low. Look at it. Just look at it. So I dressed the entire table up for you using my best glam foot forward to just show you ladies this DIY that I want you to make for the holidays, for your everyday use. I don't know, y'all. Just make you some of these inexpensive chargers and make them, or make people think you have paid $30, $40, $50, $60 even for one charger. Look at that. I mixed in a lot of Dollar Tree stuff here on this Tablescape to make it really inexpensive, but to give it that expensive look. So if you're interested in, at the least, a bit of how I made these freaking chargers, just stay tuned and keep on watching, fam. And again, I will have a whole lot more for you guys, Tablescapes, showing you the different ways that I make these chargers. I probably will never buy another charger again. I'm just saying. Check this out. One more time. Just look at the table. This is so for my bling girls. So look at it. Look at it. Just look at it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Sharon, really? Really, Sharon? You made that? What? So glam, so freaking blinged out. I'm using the Dollar Tree little glass squares right there for coasters because, you know, mirror glams up everything. And then, of course, my centerpiece and my mirrored candle sticks right there and some little silver pumpkins. Like, this is the silver land up here. And then I just put in one little piece of greenery just to bring in that ooey, and then that's it. Okay, fam, keep on watching if you want to see how I made these beautiful, beautiful chargers. Okay, so all you're going to need for this particular DIY is, I'm using a foam ring right here, but you could totally use whatever size ring that'll make the circle that you want, and you'll see that part here in just a second. I have some bling wrap. Again, you can use whatever kind you like for your look. You're going to need some scissors. I'm using a straight razor. You can use an X-Acto knife, glue gun, glue sticks, and a foam board. And that's it. Let's get started. Okay, so basically all I'm doing is I'm placing my foam board as close to the, my styrofoam ring here. I'm placing it as close to the edge of the foam board. And I'm basically just going to trace it. It doesn't matter what color pen, pencil you use. It doesn't matter. You're not going to see it anyway. You just basically want to make sure you are tracing inside and out. Inside and out. And you should have something that looks like that, which is the actual print. And I'm trying to get at least 2 of these out of one foam board. That is the goal here. Once I have completed my circles, okay, I'm just going to take my straight razor and actually cut this out. And then I should have 2 foam board rings, basically. Okay, so you should have something that looks like this, basically, out of your foam board. I've already began to cut the strips of bling. I've already measured them. And I cut them slightly longer on either side. Okay, can you see that from the back side? Because I want to be able to fold it over to hide the edge over there. And I want to be able to fold it over to hide the edge on the inside. The bottom does not absolutely matter. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my hot glue. And I'm going to put couple little dots right there on that part that's going to be over the overlap edge. This glue is super hot. Do please be careful because it will burn you. Okay, so I'm just gonna gently, in fact I'm going to use the scissors to hold it while it sets in place. Now, if you feel like you need to add some glue here in the area, like where it is right there, you can totally do so. But I do believe that putting it on the edge, like so, where we want it to hold the most anyway, I'm just holding it to let it sit, I think will do it justice, and you don't really have to have any in the inside. And of course, you can go back and pull your strings later. So you should have something that looks like that so far. And all I'm going to do is do the exact same thing, butting up the edges around it, all the way around. So it'll be like that, completely around. Then I will come back and show you what it looks like at the end. Okay, I really wanted to share something with you. This is how far I've gotten so far, okay? Because I'm using this type of bling wrap here, it's wide, it's got a little bit of weight on it for, of course, bling wrap. I found that it's easier to actually work on the back side of this. And what I'm doing is I'm laying it down flat, as you can see, and I'm using this side as my measurement to know exactly how much to pull over each edge. I don't want to waste any of this bling wrap unnecessarily, so I just want to keep it really small and enough to cover the raw edges of this. Also, I want to say that for this particular DIY, you do want a high heat glue gun because this is a little bit heavy, okay? And you want it to have a good hold to the foam board. So you do want this to be the high heat kind. So you want it to get pretty freaking hot. And what I've just discovered by getting burned, okay, is I'm using the scissors to pick up the edge to pull it forward and to hold it until the glue sets into place. Okay, because it is really, really hot. But you need it to be hot to hold this kind of a heavyweight type of bling wrap right here in place. And so that's what I have been doing, working from the back side just so that I can see. Because I don't want to waste any at all. I just want enough to just come over the edge. As you can see, I'm actually putting it on the board as well as on the bling wrap itself, because I want it to have a good hold. And I'm just using the scissors to get it wrapped around, holding it in place with the scissors until it actually sets and cools off. So I just really wanted to make that point right there for you. But again, this is very easy, and it's that's how far I've got. Look how blinged out that is for you bling girls, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and continue this one, and then I will come back and show you where we are with it.
Mom's so sorry. Do some push-ups. I need strong. Yeah, bust them out real quick. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see, King. Please. That's what I like to see, King. Please. Get right. They're not gonna be ready for you on that field. You're too strong. Too strong. Run and let kids over.
Okay, the freaking eye is not even on. Somehow I do not hear nothing sizzling. Oh.
I'm recording.
Don't put it on my ear.
Okay, fam. So, how easy was that, would you say? On a scale of 1 to 10, it probably was a 1, being very, very easy to do. I will say this, though. It was slightly time-consuming because I wanted to make sure that I did not waste any of the bling. I'll tell you this. I used 2 rolls of the bling wrap from Hobby Lobby. Now, I showed you one in the haul, and when I looked at my receipt, that is what they took 40% off of. So I went back today because I needed one more roll, and I used my 40% off that as well. So that brought them down to $7 a piece. So yeah, around $7 a piece. $6 and change, $7, something like that. So 2 rolls, we'll just say round it off to about $13 for 6 of these. And then the foam board from the Dollar Tree, it only took 2 foam boards to make 6 of these. 2, 4. No, it took 3. 3 foam boards to make 6 of the actual rings to create the bling on. So tally that up. You will never, ever, 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 I don't care what the deal is, at what store it is, we'll find some chargers that cheap, that low in price, but that fabulous in look. I'm just saying. Okay, fam, so stay tuned for the next series of these right here and tablescapes to go along with them to match the theme. I am so proud of myself. I'm going to leave this up right here all week long. Just going to stay up all week until I do the other video, of course, and then show you how I do those. Hope you enjoyed this video, fam. I hope it was helpful to you. The holidays are coming. Nobody has a whole lot of money to be spending on tablescapes and stuff like that. No, ma'am. We want to do it this way. Super, super cheap, but look like we paid a whole lot of money. You got to fake it till you can make it. Hugs and kisses. I love you guys so, so much. I really and truly do hope that this was helpful to you guys. I hope you took something from it. You could totally tweak it. You know, I always give you the blueprint. Now, you can do the exact same thing if you want to. You could change yours up. I have 1, 2, 3, I think 3 or 4 more that I want to share with you that are going to be really, really easy to do, just like these was. Going to be the same concept, but a whole nother look for those of you who care nothing about this bling, okay? But for the bling girls, she got you. She got you. Hugs and kisses one more time. Stay blessed. Stay positive. Stay prayed up. Don't let no one dictate your mood. Do something good for yourself, and always, always do something good for somebody else. And most importantly, okay, make you some of these freaking Dollar Tree, halfway Dollar Tree charges. And I will see you guys in another Tablescape video really, really soon. Bye, y'all.